Hi. Under the series of banking topics, nomination is the very important topic which we all should be aware of, and every account should have one, every eligible account should have one nomination. I'll give you 10 points which you should keep in mind about this nomination. This nomination is coming under section 45ZA of Banking Regulation Act. So each account should have nomination. In case the customer doesn't have any nomination, please insist upon having a nomination on the eligible accounts. Eligible account is single account and joint account, both will be eligible, and it will be individual accounts irrespective of savings or current can be having a nomination. And in case the customer is not willing to give any nomination, the banker should get a letter from the customer stating that he is not willing to have any nomination, and that should be kept on record. So this is about the nomination. As I told you, it comes under Banking Regulation Act, and section 45ZA is dealing with that. 1949 is the year. So what are those 10 points which we need to keep in mind? A single depositor may nominate a person to whom the amount to his credit may be paid by the banking company. Point number 2. In April 2011, RBI clarified that nomination facility is available in case of joint deposit accounts also, with or without either or survivor clause. So all the depositors together may nominate a person to whom, in the event of death of all joint depositors, amount to their credit may be paid by the banking company. And again, please keep in mind, there can be only one nomination in any operative account, any banking account. There can be more than one nomination. Exception is only locker. Lockers can have more than one nominee in case of jointly operated joint lockers. But all savings and current accounts can have only one nomination. So there cannot be more than one nominee in the joint account. Point number 3. A nomination can be made in favor of individuals only and not associations. Point number 4. Nomination facility is available to all types of deposit accounts, including accounts open for credit of pension account, fixed deposit account, recurring deposit account, savings account, and individual current account. All these, and individual savings account. So task accounts like trust, association, society, clubs will not be eligible for any nomination. Point number 5. Such nominations confers upon the nominee the right to receive the amount of deposits from the banking company. So on the death of the depositor or all the joint depositors, nominee will become entitled to all the rights. In case of a fixed deposit, can a nominee request the bank to permit him to withdraw the fixed deposit amount before the date of maturity? This is a question. So yes, it is possible. The nominee can also request to pay the money before the deposit comes into maturity, becomes matured, in case of the account holder dying, not available. Point number 6. If the nominee is a minor, the depositor or depositors may also appoint any person to receive the amount of deposit in the event of his death during the minority of the nominee. So when the minor becomes major, the money can be handed over to him, or alternatively, the money can be used for the upliftment and studies of the minor by the appointed person. Point number 7. The nomination may be varied or cancelled by the depositor in the prescribed manner. In case of a joint account, variation or cancellation of subsisting nomination can be made by all the surviving depositors acting together. In case of individual account, a nominee can be cancelled or nominee can be altered later. Son can be nominee at the time of account opening, and in case father decides to have daughter as nominee, that can be done little later also, vice versa, whichever way. Point number 8. On making payment under the provisions of this section, banking company shall be fully discharged from its liability in respect of the deposit, even if legal heir certificate is provided. So nominee becomes the top priority for the bank to settle these deposit amount in case of eventuality of an account holder. Point number 9. The right or claim of any other person against the nominee to whom any payment is made under this section shall not be affected by such payment. So no other person can come and claim in case there is nomination in the account. Point number 10, the last point. No other person shall be able to get notice of his claim to such deposits to the banking company, nor shall the banking company be bound by such notice even though expressly given to it. So this is also very, very critical. No other person shall be able to get notice of his claim to such deposits. So it will be settled only to the nominee. The above provisions in the Act have been made to facilitate expeditious settlement of claims in the accounts of deceased depositors and to minimize the hardship caused to the family members on the death of depositors. So already there is a calamity in the family in the form of death. So money is critical at that juncture, and hence each account should have nomination. Kindly ensure in the event of eventuality something happening, the money should be given to the account holder or account holder's nominee without any distraction or disturbance by producing proper KYC of the nominee. So each account should have nomination. Kindly ensure that in case you are not willing to nominate anybody, it has to be expressed in writing, which should be witnessed by two persons for the purpose of not having any nomination in the account. So there is no reason that you should not have a nomination. Should the nominee be only blood relative? Need not be. Nominee can be any person. It can be your friend also. But the benefit of nomination goes only to the legal heirs. So that is the key. But bank doesn't ask for any relationship proof. It is only the declaration by the account holder. In the account opening form, there is a provision available. They have to write the name and the relationship, if any, only given. So if any, they have to mention there properly. So please have all your accounts nominated. Go back and then check whether all your running accounts have nominee. If not, please fill the form today itself and then have the nomination. Nomination can be added later also in case your account doesn't have any nomination. Please add today itself the nominee's name in that, which will benefit a lot. Thank you very much for patiently watching. Subscribe to my channel Kripa Vibes. Bye bye.